Well, hi, good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Today I'd like to talk to you all about the benefits of having a flat panel television. Now, I know most of you probably have lived through many of the years of the CRT televisions, but may not know a whole lot of the things that CRTs have that do not make it a very good product to have and own. One of the first things I want to talk about is, now do you remember being kids, your parents telling you, don't stand too close to the television? There's a reason for that. CRT televisions have what's called a cathode ray, which is the actual ray that it produces to help make the image. The way it actually works is there are electron guns that actually process all the different cathode rays that make the images on the television screen. Now you're thinking, what are cathode rays? Well, yeah, you know, it's obviously a technology that was used years ago and has been used for many decades. Now, the problem with that is that those cathode rays that those CRT monitors have emit radiation. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the word radiation does not sound good when being used with anything that you're using very regularly daily. Now, that's enough said of the CRTs. Now, getting on track with the flat panel monitors, and this is the main reason why most of you are here today, I'd like to talk about a lot of the benefits that you would receive from the flat panel monitor compared to the CRT. One of the benefits is obviously the size. Now I have here some material I'd like to show you. This here is a CRT monitor. Take a look at some of those sizes there. And now here is what an LCD flat panel looks like.
Yeah, it looks a lot nicer.
Now, one thing you'll notice immediately from seeing those two images is obviously the vibrant colors that the flat panel monitor or television emits and produces. A lot more richer, crystal clear image. Now, one thing obviously that you can notice right away is the video. Another thing to note that is very beneficial with the flat panel monitor compared to the CRT is the fact that it's high definition. Now, most of you may think, oh, well, that's not something that really matters to me. Well, if you're not the type of person that cares for the high quality, nice pixelization that you get from the LCD, imaging or flat panel imaging, then here's a couple other things to note. One, size. A 32-inch flat panel monitor weighs roughly anywhere from 30 to 45 pounds. That's not so heavy. Most of us can handle stuff that's under 50 pounds. Now a CRT monitor the same size, 32 inches, which is pretty big, can weigh anywhere from 110 to 160 pounds. Usually it requires more than one person to pick up, especially when you're talking 32 inches. Now another key thing that makes it much more beneficial to own and have a flat panel monitor is the size difference. You're talking 32 to 30 inches to 24 inches in depth, where with a flat panel monitor or television, you're talking only a few inches, a fraction of the size. Now you're thinking, oh, those are minor things to even worry about. That's not something I'm going to go out and just spend another $20, $50, $100 on just because of those minor features. Think about this, electrical cost. How much money do you think it costs to run your CRT televisions? A lot more than your flat panel monitors. That's why if you notice, most of your flat panel monitors have the Energy Star rating. That's one thing to look at. And in the whole year's time, you would have purchased a whole flat panel monitor at the same cost that you would have been spending on the additional electrical cost. Now you're thinking, okay, well yeah, that's something I can save on. This is one other key thing I'd like for you guys to know about the CRT monitors that is a very negative impact. Not to mention just the radiation. But if most of you who've ever worked in, in the office environment and have worked with CRT monitors, you understand that with a CRT monitor, back in the older days, they used to have screensavers. Well, they still have screensavers now, but let me explain to you what the purpose of the screensavers were for back then. The CRT monitors, if you leave on for longer than a period of time, will result in an image staying burned on your screen. that image does not go away. And that's something that if some of you have ever gotten to witness and see for yourself, which I have in my over 10 years of experience in the field of IT, have seen many times, lets you understand and realize how detrimental that is to your eyes. Now, if most of you who've worked with CRT monitors for many years have suffered from the same soreness and fatigue that you get from staring at those monitors, it's quite frankly simple. If you take a look at what that does to the screen, that lets you know exactly the reasons why CRT monitors are not a good thing for your health. Now, lastly, I'd like to finish this off by letting you guys know if all of that information seems subtle, nothing that really gets you to want to go out and purchase, you know, a new television. Think of this. The fact that the CRT monitors emit radiation should have everyone concerned. None of the flat panel monitors that you purchase today emit any type of radiation. Zero. That in itself is the reason why most companies and most consumers nowadays have switched over to flat panel monitors and televisions. You don't get images burned. You can leave a screen image sitting on your television or monitor for more than 20 to 30 minutes and you will not have an image that is burnt on that screen permanently. That is the benefits that you get with having a flat panel television compared to a CRT. Not just cost, efficiency in electrical, size difference, but also the fact of health. Radiation is a serious thing, and I can tell you guys this. Obviously, go to the store, look for yourself, and I guarantee you, you will never buy a CRT monitor again, and you will take my advice and get a flat panel television. That is definitely the new age, and that is where everyone should be making their purchases when they go out to buy a new television. Thank you all for coming here today. If you have any questions, please come see us after the show, and we'll be more than glad to answer any of your questions. Thank you.